My guest this episode is Summer Delaney, who's the founder and CEO at CollabWORK. Summer, thank you so much for joining.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. I'm super excited to be on HR Snacks.
Summer, you did some really fun, really cool events at conferences here recently. They were after party events. You hosted it at In and Out. It was the perfect app to an evening.
I'm so glad you got to attend. We went to Talent Acquisition Week in San Diego, and I was thinking, what can we do that's different as an event? When people go to California, one of the things they love to do is go to In and Out Burger. So that was our first In and Out event. And then we brought this show to Vegas.
And now I've got to ask the hard-hitting question. What is your favorite burger joint?
Ooh, well, I'm originally from Washington, D.C., so I think I have to go with Five Guys.
Yeah.
For my East Coast fans over here, but I'm currently based in New York City and I'm frequently eating at Shake Shack. So it's a hard choice to make.
Well, there's no wrong answer there. They're all good places. I'm excited to talk to you because we chatted, maybe a couple months ago now, about the hidden job market. So let's just level set. First of all, what is the hidden job market?
Yes, and it's a great question because I think the term the hidden job market has been thrown around over the years. And it's funny, sometimes when I bring it up on LinkedIn, some recruiters say, there's no such thing. This is something that people have been pushing. And I think there's the hidden job market for recruiters, the hidden job market for candidates. It can be a lot of different things. What we talk about the hidden job market is really those pockets on the internet where the best talent are networking and upskilling and most importantly, discovering opportunities from sources that they trust. When you go through my LinkedIn, I've worked at some great companies, Yahoo News with Katie Couric, CNN, WPIX TV in New York, Amazon Studios, the list goes on. And I say that not to brag about great places I've worked, but if you actually saw the back end, how I got those jobs, they were never through applying to an ATS. It was never through a cold inbound outreach from a recruiter. It wasn't on LinkedIn. It was through communities I was a part of. It was the Media Mavens Facebook group of 20,000 women and non-binary identifying folks that, in addition to this group talking about what salaries people should get for different positions or helping them learn new skills and network, there's a lot of jobs that are posted in there that direct hiring managers saying, I'm looking for a rock star. Does anyone in my network know anyone? Those are really warm connections that candidates can get to hiring companies. But on the flip side, really what we're doing at CollabWORK is those are really great candidate audience pools that employers should really get their opportunities in front of. It's a way to scale that first degree referrals to really promote jobs and advertise opportunities to these pools that tend to be vetted, that tend to be referral based, that tend to be pay to join. So there's a verification that's happening there. And that's really where the best candidates are. They're not on job boards. They're networking, especially in the past couple of years since the pandemic. So when we talk about the hidden job market, it's really about bringing the right opportunities to the right candidate pools, actually where they are on the platforms that they trust.
That makes so much sense because the candidate experience, trying to find and source jobs that are a good fit for you and going through that experience of applying blindly through the ATS, it almost seems like a waste of time because the percentage chances are so low of getting pulled into that group of shortlist candidates. At a talent acquisition event a couple weeks ago, talking to a bunch of TA leaders, they're talking about how they're sourcing for open positions, and 50% of their shortlist was already through networked referrals, and they would happen to open it up to another 50% just to have more of a fair process of sourcing candidates. That would maybe be 2 to 4 candidates tops that they would pull from this list of sometimes 200, 500, 1,000 candidates. So the percentage chances of just going in and applying blindly through ATS are very small. So it makes sense that communities and being able to source and be more efficient in that process would make sense for both the candidate side, but also the employer side as well.
When you're a talent acquisition leader, no matter how plugged into you are to your business, and no matter how many functions and roles and departments you're recruiting for, it's impossible to keep a pulse on, okay, where do I go for engineering? And where do I go for marketing? And where do I go for legal? Those are such different roles with different qualifications, different criteria. And so really what we're trying to build is that infrastructure to actually promote jobs to those networks.
What advice do you have to job seekers right now to better position themselves in these types of communities?
We have a free resource called Community Connect that includes all of our community partners that we're a part of, that you can search to find those best marketing communities, those best healthcare communities, the best retail communities, whatever that industry or function may be, finding these right channels. I think join these networks, put yourself out there, change your profile picture to a picture of yourself. Share information about not only what you're looking for, but what you can give to the community. Can you be someone that helps with cover letters? Can you be someone that looks over resumes, do mock interviews? Tell the community what you can give and be an active member, and develop your brand in these networks. You can build a profile in these niche networks where you're with industry professionals. It feels more intimate. You actually can be top of mind when a role comes available that either hiring managers are reaching out for you or you're being tagged in these groups.